Hi everyone, welcome back to the Best LRDI series. In this concept video, I'll be discussing about a very unique method of chocolate distribution, which is used immensely, particularly in CAT level LRDI sets, because you've seen that Venn diagram is one of the most important topics for LRDI. And there's a very thin line that, okay, when do you apply Venn diagram versus when do you apply chocolate distribution concept? Before I start, is there anyone who already knows what is this chocolate distribution method or has ever heard about this term? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay. So as a part of the series, I will be covering 4 sets in 4 different videos. So in this particular video, I will only be covering the first set, 58 sets. I'll give you all the concepts, and I would want you guys to first of all try the set, and if in case you can't solve it, then please complete this entire video solution. Okay. And but make sure that you watch all the 4 videos, because the next 4 videos are going to be about the same topic, chocolate distribution, because it is very important topic. Okay. And so before I move on to the chocolate distribution application, first of all, let's understand that what is chocolate distribution method and how is it really different from the Venn diagram. So see, in a lot of questions we have information like Ram likes that, like, there are 50 students who likes hockey and football, there are 70 students who like hockey, football and cricket, etc, right? So there we try to apply Venn diagram. Why? Because Venn diagram is typically applicable for 2 dimension, 3 dimension, or 4 dimension set. And there is a different way in which you plot the Venn diagram, right? Because if it's a 2 dimension, you will plot it like this. If it's a 3 dimension, you will plot it like this. If it is a 4 dimension, you will try to plot something like this, right? I'm sure you all must be well aware of these methods. And if you are prepared well, this is how the 4 dimension sets are plotted. And I think even in CAT 2020, they had a set directly from the 4 dimension Venn diagram. But here, I want to extend this concept and I want to make you understand that when do we apply chocolate distribution. So for example, in a given question, if the total amount of information that is given in the question is like very less, and then we have following questions like find the maximum number of people who likes exactly 3 chocolates, or find the maximum number of people who likes to play exactly 3 games. These are the different kind of questions related to maxima and minima, where there is certain overlapping that, okay, like, like there are 2 people who can play hockey and maybe one of these people can also play football, etc, etc. So if there is no clear distinction between who is doing what, then we try to apply the chocolate distribution method. If this is too much of theory for you, skip it. You can move on to the application part. There I'll make it very explicit. Now, how do we solve chocolate distribution questions? The first thing is we have to identify कि यार total overlapping cases कितने हैं. For example, if question says कि यार 50 लोगों को hockey पसंद है, 30 people like cricket, or 20 people like exactly two of the sports, etc, etc. What we do is we'll just sum all the overlapping cases and we say कि यार total chocolates जो है वो इतनी है and this needs to be distributed amongst. अगर एक क्वेश्चन में given है that there are total 100 unique people, then these total chocolates need to be distributed amongst the 100 people, and then whatever constraints that is given कि यार exactly इतने लोग तो 4 chocolate खाते हैं, etc, etc, you just try to fulfill all the constraint and then apply common sense and we'll try to solve it. Okay, so we will see this through a good example, which is the set 58. This is an easy set if you understand the concept, but it is very important, because if you don't understand the concept, these questions get a bouncer, and a lot of you, I know that a lot of you people leave such sets in mocks or in exam. So this is a very good chance for you to understand that. Meanwhile, my request all of you guys to please like the video and share it with your friends. We are working a lot to provide these quality sets for you, and hence a token of love would really give us a lot of motivation. Okay, so let's say this is a question. The question says in a group of 256 students, right? Which means I need to distribute chocolates amongst 256 people. 200 like football, 192 like cricket, 198 like tennis, 180 like hockey, such that 80 students like all the 4 sports. Right? Now, see, we know कि जिन 200 को फुटबॉल पता है, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि फुटबॉल अलग को पता है, क्रिकेट अलग को पता होगा, टेनिस अलग को, because in total तो you only have 256 students, which means that this is a classic case of overlapping, because इन्हीं में से जिनको फुटबॉल पसंद है, a few of them would also end up liking cricket, a few of them also end up liking tennis, hockey, etc, etc. And this is a constraint that is given to, right? So step number 1, हम क्या करते हैं, वी आइडेंटिफाई किया टोटल चॉकलेट्स कितनी है, टोटल चॉकलेट्स कितनी है यहाँ पे, जस्ट अ सम ऑफ ऑल द ओवरलैपिंग वेरिएबल्स 200 प्लस 192 प्लस 198 प्लस 180. ठीक है, हाउ मच इट इज 200. If you just do 192 plus 198, okay, 0, and so this comes out to be 770, right? This is just a sum of these four variables. ठीक है, and these need to be distributed among 256 candidates. ठीक है, now क्वेश्चन में ये तो ऑलरेडी गिवन है कि यार 80 स्टूडेंट्स या 80 जो लोग हैं उनको दे लाइक 4 sports, right? Which essentially means that you've already given 4 chocolates to each of these 80 students. You just sort of reimagine this problem into chocolate distribution framework. What you say कि यार 80 students like 4 sports, इसका मतलब and हमको पता है हमने sports को chocolate माना था, so 80 students के पास एक एक chocolates तो है, ठीक है, these and maybe these chocolates can be of different brand, but essentially chocolates तो है, right? Which means that I have already distributed how many chocolates? Because ये constraint given है कि यार 80 students के पास 4 होनी चाहिए, इसका मतलब हर स्टूडेंट के पास 4 चॉकलेट्स होगी, तो 80 स्टूडेंट्स विल हैव 80 into 4 320 चॉकलेट्स, राइट? तो रिमेनिंग कितनी है जो जो मुझे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है, टोटल 770 चॉकलेट्स थी, आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड 320 चॉकलेट्स, सो द लेफ्ट आउट इज 770 minus 320 which is nothing but 450, right? Now I need to distribute these 450 chocolates into how many students, because in total there were 256 students, but I have already distributed 4 chocolates जो maximum हो सकती है to 80 students, so the leftover is 256 minus 80 which is nothing but 176. I need to distribute 450 chocolates to 176 students. This is the refined version of the problem with no constraint whatsoever. Of course maximum तुम 4 ही हो सकते हो because there is only 4 variables here. ठीक है, now let's look at question number 1. Question number 1 says what could be the maximum number of students who did not like any sports. इसका मतलब वो क्या कह रहा है, वो कह रहा है कि यार मैक्सिमम कितने स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिसको एक भी चॉकलेट नहीं मिली. अभी मुझे पता है टोटल 176 स्टूडेंट्स है, सबको एक चॉकलेट भी मिल सकता, सबको 0 भी मिल सकता है, 1 भी मिल सकता है, 2 भी मिल सकता है, 3 भी मिल सकता है. क्या 4 मिल सकता है? नो, बिकॉज 4 तो सिर्फ 80 स्टूडेंट्स को मिलेगा एंड वो मैंने ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दिया, सो दिस इज द ओनली वे, राइट? एंड मुझे 0 वाले को मैक्सिमाइज करना है, राइट? यार ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को एक भी चॉकलेट्स नहीं मिले, राइट? सो जस्ट ट्राई टू अप्लाई कॉमन सेंस कि यार ऐसा कब होगा कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को एक भी चॉकलेट्स नहीं मिलेगी. सो दिस विल ओनली हैपन व्हेन कम से कम लोगों को सबसे ज्यादा चॉकलेट्स मिल जाएगी, राइट? कम से कम लोगों को सबसे ज्यादा चॉकलेट्स मिल जाएगी. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि यार जो 450 चॉकलेट्स बची है, if I try to distribute these 450 chocolates to the least number of people, then I will have maximum number of people who will have no chocolates, right? अब 450 मुझे least लोगों में ट्रांसलेट करना है, तो मुझे पता है मैक्सिमम अ पर्सन कैन हैव इज 3 चॉकलेट्स नाउ, बिकॉज 4 तो मैंने ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दी, which means I need to distribute 450 chocolates to as many people such that each of them will end up having 3 chocolates, right? तो अगर मुझे 450 चॉकलेट्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है ताकि सब में 3-3 चॉकलेट्स तो हो ही कम से कम, which is the maximum, I can take 150 students, which means मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ कि यार 176 में से 150 स्टूडेंट्स तो ऐसे होंगे, 150 स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होंगे जिसको मैं सबको 3-3 चॉकलेट्स दे दूंगा. 3 into 150 is equals to 450 chocolates will get finished here, right? और जो लेफ्ट ओवर है 176 minus 150, 26 students maximum ऐसे हो सकते हैं who will not have any chocolate. So what would be the maximum number of students who did not like any sports? It is nothing but 176 minus 150, which is 26. Please let me know if this concept is clear to you or not, because this is a very very important concept. If it is not clear, do ask me in the comment section, and guys थोड़ा सा motivate कर दो कि how are you liking the set? Is it helpful? Is my explanation making sense to you or not? अब second question देखते हैं. What could be the minimum number of students who liked exactly 3 sports, right? इसका मतलब कम से कम कितने लोग होंगे जिसको मैं 3 चॉकलेट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करूंगा. If I translate this into chocolate distribution model, क्वेश्चन क्या बनेगा कि कम से कम कितने लोग हैं जिसको 3 चॉकलेट जाएगी, राइट? सो आई नो कि मेरे पास टोटल लोग कितने, आई हैव अ टोटल ऑफ 176 पीपल, राइट? एंड आई हैव 450 chocolates with me, right? So let's start with this. Let's start giving 1 chocolate to each of them. If I start giving 1 chocolate to each of them, I will only consume 176 chocolates. Okay? Let's start giving 2 chocolates to each of them. Even if I end up giving 2 chocolates to each of them, कितनी chocolates distribute हो जाएगी बताओ? 176 into 2 which is nothing but 352 चॉकलेट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगी, राइट। इसका मतलब पहले मैंने सबको दो दो चॉकलेट्स दे दी, ठीक है, सबको दो दे दी, तो आई हैव ऑलरेडी कंज्यूम 352। बची कितनी टोटल थी 450, 450 माइनस 352 इज 100 minus 2, so left over is 98 chocolates बची, right, which means now I will start giving one more chocolate जितना मैं दे पाऊंगा, right। Can I give two chocolates? I can't give two chocolates now because I've already given two and I know चार chocolates वाला केस तो already consumed हो गया, so I can't give two more chocolates to anyone, मैंने दो दे दिए, ठीक है। तो which means I have 98 more chocolates, I will start giving one by one chocolate to 98 more students। तो क्या होगा, आउट ऑफ 176 में से 98 स्टूडेंट्स जो होंगे उनको तो मिल जाएगी तीन चॉकलेट्स, राइट, ये क्लियर है। एंड जो लेफ्ट ओवर नंबर होगा 78 स्टूडेंट्स का, इनको मिलेगी दो चॉकलेट्स। नाउ आवर क्वेश्चन सेज कि व्हाट वुड बी द मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु लाइक एग्जैक्टली थ्री स्पोर्ट्स। तो मिनिमम कितना होगा, मिनिमम हैज टू बी 98, राइट, बिकॉज 98 चॉकलेट्स होगी ऐसी व्हिच गिव्स 98 स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होंगे जिनको कम से कम तीन चॉकलेट्स तो मिलेगी। अब सी जस्ट अ कॉमन सेंस, क्या ये मिनिमम है या मैक्सिमम है, हाउ डू यू आइडेंटिफाई। सी जिनको तुमने एक एक दो दो चॉकलेट दी है, यू कैन टेक दोस चॉकलेट्स फ्रॉम दीज वन और टू पीपल फ्रॉम दीज 78 और जितना भी नंबर आ रहा था, इनसे आप चॉकलेट्स वापस लेके यू कैन स्टार्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग इट टू द रिमेनिंग पीपल, ताकि तुम तीन वाला बेस बढ़ा दो। एंड हेंस this can't be the maximum number because you can increase this number to a lot of other values similar to what we have done in part number 1, ठीक है। तो इसलिए मैंने यहाँ जस्ट आई एम जस्ट रीआइटरेटिंग और आई एम जस्ट समराइजिंग व्हाट वी डिड वाज कि आई नीड टू मिनिमाइज द नंबर ऑफ पीपल जिनके पास एग्जैक्टली तीन चॉकलेट्स है। तो मैंने क्या कि यार मिनिमम चलो मैं दो तो सबको दे ही देता हूँ, 176 स्टूडेंट्स ने दो चॉकलेट्स दे दी, आई एंड अप ऑलरेडी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग 352 चॉकलेट्स, बट आई हैड 450 चॉकलेट्स व्हिच मींस 98 चॉकलेट्स अभी भी बची है। तो अब मैं एक करके चॉकलेट्स देना शुरू करूंगा, and I can only give chocolates to 98 people, which means these 98 people to whom I have given one extra chocolate will end up having three chocolates in total, and that will suffice. ठीक है, I hope guys this is clear to you, and stay tuned because as I said I'll be covering three more sets of the same concept. If this is clear to you, you guys should be able to apply whatever we have learned in the next three sets. This is extremely important guys, so do like the video and do share it with everyone.